The late Eric Sykes once said, "Life can be tragic, but if you've got humour, you've got the antidote." Among those paying fond tribute on his death was his friend Barry Cryer.
He saw humour in everything. You weren't with him for more than 2 or 3 minutes without laughing.
Barry's had the tough task of providing moving testimonies to many friends and comedy legends. Harry Seacombe.
He was just a joy to work with and to be with.
Bob Monkhouse.
The man was a walking encyclopedia.
And he even joked on PM this week that one day someone may pass judgment on him too. But BH rather doubts that anyone could match a Cryer comedy tribute. Barry is still in rude health, but that didn't stop us asking him to put on record a tribute to one of the greatest British comedians of his generation, Barry Cryer. Barry Cryer, welcome along. Did you know Barry Cryer?
I knew him all his life, yes. I feel the loss terribly.
Was he a friend?
Very close. We were just stitched to the hip, you know. We were like one person. It was that close.
Often in his lifetime, when fellow comics died, he would be one of the first to be called on to pay tribute, wouldn't he?
Yes, he was the stock casting for that. He was always being rowed in to talk about friends who'd gone. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit emotional, Paddy, sorry. He only ever spoke about people he'd actually worked with, colleagues and friends, so I hope that came over when he was talking about them, you know, the personal angle. He wasn't somebody who just went on to be on radio or television. He'd only go on if it was someone he actually knew and had worked with or been a friend.
In paying tribute kindly to people, was it sad for him sometimes, do you think, to mark the passing of his mates?
I think it must have been sad, but he was so strong he would never let people see it. He kept going whatever he was thinking underneath. And I'm feeling rather like that now, actually, Paddy, to be honest.
Very public man. I feel I knew a lot about him. Those marvellous glasses, the shock of white hair, or the shocking glasses and those marvellous hairs. What was he like in private? Something we didn't know about him.
Oh, very similar. He was very similar. I believe, you'd have to check with her, his dear wife, that he would inflict jokes upon his own wife in the kitchen, a sort of fairly benign form of domestic violence.
What about your own personal memory? I mean, listeners will think of great jokes, great achievements, working with Kenny Everett, the two Ronnies, Willie Rushton. I mean, what do you recall as his work when you think about it?
Well, he was such good company. He made me laugh so much. I mean, I couldn't have enough of his jokes. He was a compulsive joke teller, and all his friends were very patient with him, including me. You know, it was just laughter all the way, joy to be with.
I mean, it makes me smile to remember. Maybe you can help me finish one of his jokes here. A man walks into a cake shop and says...
Yes, go on.
"Do you sell wasps?"
Ah, one of his best, yes, I remember that. And the man said, "No, we don't sell wasps." He said, "You've got one in the window." That must be the one you're referring to. Immaculately told, if I may say so.
What do you think was one of his best jokes? I mean, that's, I ruined that one, but when you think back to a life of laughter with your friend, what stands out?
What he told more recently was the couple going out to dinner, and the wife had a new dress and she's getting ready in the bathroom. And she came out of the bathroom and said to her husband, "Does my bum look big in this?" And he said, "Oh, be fair, love, it's quite a small bathroom."
It's lovely.
I laughed so much when I heard him tell that.
It's lovely to be remembered with such a thing as laughter. He was obviously a great comic writer, but I think a great man and a great friend.
Oh, indeed, indeed. I admired him very much indeed.